Centers, Hancock's Neighborhood Market, and Perry's Floors and more.
Get ready for back to school with Health First Community Health Center, offering back to school physicals and immunizations. At Health First, we offer affordable, quality health care for the entire family. Call us to make your appointment today at 1-877-667-7017. Same-day appointments available and walk-ins are always welcome. At Health First Community Health Center, your health is our first concern.
And good morning at 8:04. Welcome to Tiger Talk here in your hometown radio station, WPKY, The Tiger. And today, I don't know if anybody knew it or not, but it is National Shooting Sports Month. And we have the pleasure of welcoming into the WPKY studios 4-H agent Rhonda Jewell, Mindy Morgan, who is an advisor with the 4-H shooting sports and coach, I guess. And Coordinator. Oh, boy, that's even bigger. Yeah. And I've got Matt Hallum, who is a participant in our 4-H shooting sports team. And we'll hear about what Matt does among all the other great events that is involved with our 4-H shooting sports. And Mindy, you guys have been very busy.
We have. Our year starts in March with our orientations that everybody's required to attend. And then our year goes on until about the second week of September when we have our state competition. Right. We have kids out there practicing every Tuesday afternoon out at the shooting range, and then we have several that go to competitions every weekend, so we are busy.
Yeah, very, very busy. And let's tell the folks, I know the 4-H shooting sports, it ebbs and flows like anything. Some years you'll have lots of kids, and some years you might not have as many kids. But this program, Rhonda, has been active in the county now, thanks to a lot of volunteers for a good while now, hasn't it?
For many years, probably, yeah. I would say over 25 years. Yeah. Lure Barnes is one of the original ones that originally formed the club, and it's been going. Like you said, it kind of ebbs and flows. Right. We have some very dedicated coaches that give a lot of time, and if it weren't for the coaches, there would be no shooting sports. So, right. And the coordinator.
Yeah, and those coaches, and they have to go get extensive training.
Yeah,
because when you're on the range, and I know my son participated one year. When you're on the range, I mean, it's very impressive to see how the coaches handle and deal with the kids. The gun safety is number one. Mm-hmm. Before you even start 4-H shooting sports, you usually go to 2 orientations, I do believe, and it's very, very well taught, and these coaches are dedicated to make sure that these young people are handling firearms correctly, and everything is done by the book and to the T. So tell us a little bit, Mindy, about all the good stuff that's been going on this year, and as we look forward and maybe some things that might be coming up, because you said it's a long season. It starts in March, mm-hmm. and it goes all the way through really September, I guess, and it kind of goes with state. But how many kids right now do you have participating?
Right now we have about 8 participating. We started out, we had around close to 30 that showed up at orientations, right. And then of course that goes down with sports and everything else that's coming up, and
right.
vacations and things like that. So, but it's a hot day too, so that makes a difference.
Tell the folks what kind of categories there are for kids to participate as far as shooting sports are concerned.
We actually, the programs that are offered, they offer shotgun, 12 and 20 gauge or smaller. They offer 22 rifle, bolt action rifle, air rifle, and BB rifle, air pistol, 22 pistol, muzzle loader, and then we offer archery, compound bear, recurve, bow hunter, and target.
Wow.
And then YHEC, Youth Hunter Education Challenge, is actually something that is offered through the shooting sports program also. But we don't really put an emphasis on that here in Princeton. We have had our teens going, but just to scope it out and see if it was something that we want to offer. But that's mainly what we offer right now. We have several that shoot trap right now. and several that are doing archery, and then some that are doing rifle. So that's our main emphasis right now.
Okay. Matt Hallum is here, and Matt's on the team. Matt, what do you participate in?
I do trap. I'm actually a certified team coach in it as well. But with it, we get out on our line and everything, and we have the coaches that are standing off in the back while we're out shooting, and they're basically there. We're running it with them, helping us with it, and they're the ones making sure, counting our hits and our losses, and they're the ones making sure the clays are throwing right for us.
Right.
But when we're out on the line, we're basically going at our pace,
okay,
and they stand back to make sure everything's going safely and to help us through it.
All right. And, of course, you guys practice, you said, out at the shooting range out on the Dawson Road. How long have you been participating in shooting sports, Matt? I know you've been around a long time.
This will be my 7th or 8th year, I want to say.
Wow. What do you feel like it is most rewarding about participating in it? What do you enjoy about it the most?
I like the feel of the competition aspect of it and everything, because you're getting out, even though you're in a competition setting, it doesn't feel too much like a competition. Everybody out there is still friendly with one another, and everybody cuts up and goofs off when we're allowed to, not while we're on the line shooting. But once you step out on the range and you start shooting, actually, it turns into getting a little bit more serious. Nobody talks to each other really, but then as soon as you come back off the line, it's the same, goofing off with everybody, cutting up, having a good time.
That makes it fun, too. It's all business when you're out there on that line. Then you can come back when everything is safe, and you can kind of let your guard down and kind of alleviate some of that stress, because when you're up there on that line, I mean, it's all about those clays and hitting as many as you can.
Oh yeah.
And it's a pretty, I've never shot competitively, but you want to do the best you can, and so you're really kind of, not that you're tense, but it's good to kind of come back, I think, off that line and kind of loosen up and get ready to go again.
Oh yeah.
So fantastic. Rhonda, you've got some points there that y'all wanted. Do you have something there on that sheet that you wanted to kind of?
Well, actually, we do. They have a fundraiser coming up, and we do have different fundraisers throughout the year for different programs, basically because this is the way that we help to fund the program. There is going to be a fundraiser from Premier Portraits. It's basically where they come in and you can get your family portrait made. It's just $10.
Wow!
And for the $10 you receive a 10x13, an 8x10, a 5x7, 4 wallets. The date is August the 18th, and it's going to be at the Fire Training Center. And they do sign up ahead of time.
Is there a website or anything like that?
I would say they could go to Premier Portraits or contact Missy Bogle.
Okay. And that is Premier Portraits. So for $10, you don't see that very often. You see it, for church directories and things such as that. But
it's actually a $79 value.
That's what I'm saying. If you're out there looking, you think, boy, I haven't had a family portrait in a long time.
Right.
What a great value here, and for a great cause. For $10, and to get all those for $10 for $79. I mean,
right.
that is fantastic, and so would encourage everybody. What's the date on that again?
It's August the 18th.
Okay,
which is a Saturday,
and that's at the Fire Training Center. Are there times on there?
Not yet.
Okay, no, don't know times as of yet.
Not yet. We are hoping to have everybody signed up by August the 10th.
Okay.
So that way we can set up a sitting time.
Kind of an appointment schedule, a sitting schedule. That's awesome. Well, that's great. And so if you're out there listening, not only is it a fundraiser for 4-H shooting sports, but it's an opportunity for you and your family to have a really nice set of portraits done at a very reasonable price. So that is August 18th. We'll have more information on that as it becomes available, as far as, but you can sign up right now ahead of time, and they can get a sitting schedule for you that hopefully will work within your time frame on that Saturday as well. So what else?
That's about all for that.
Okay.
There is a country ham breakfast coming up on Saturday, September the 1st at the Extension office also, and this is also another fundraiser for shooting sports.
Okay.
It just helps them. Mindy, can you kind of help them to say what the
on the
fundraiser...
country ham, on some of the fundraisers of the country ham breakfast?
Well, our fundraisers, that helps us to pay for our kids that go and shoot at competitions and to pay for their state competition, because the money comes out of our club. We don't expect our parents to pay for that because they have to pay for the shotgun shells and the equipment and everything else. So we try to foot the bill for that, and it actually gets pretty expensive. And
Right.
then, of course, we're buying the shooting clays and the targets and stuff like that also.
And it does. It takes some funding on this sport. I mean, clays are fairly reasonable, but you guys, through the course of the season, go through quite a bit
go
of
through
it.
several.
Yeah.
Each week.
So that does add up as you go through the season. And I've been around the 4-H shooting sports, and really it is the volunteers and the parents and those that give their time that really help make it all work. And it's sort of, every sport seems to have, parents that are active and everything, but this is basically everybody all in with this one, and of course those dedicated volunteers that go get the training because they're certified to be able
Right.
to. I mean, there's a certification involved to be able to help these kids with their particular events, and it takes time and it takes money to go up there to get that done, so that we have all those opportunities for these kids to do it. So kudos to those volunteers and those parents that do that. And I know several people here in town that might not even have children on the 4-H shooting sports team have actually volunteered.
We have a lot of volunteers that don't have kids in the program. They've been out for years and years.
Exactly.
Mindy and Brian, for example, I'd say most of them actually don't have kids that are in the program now.
And that's what's impressive. And I know several folks, I think recently you've added black powder, maybe a couple other ones. And, there are people that have gone and just to get the certification in black powder to come back and let the kids do that.
We did, and that's basically for another program.
Exactly.
It's kind of like branched out to something else. We have a ag agent in Livingston County, and the 4-H agent in Crittenden County are married, and they do reenactments, early American history reenactments. And so we have some volunteers here that went and got certified for black powder because they also do the same. And
right.
Anyway, they're working on forming a club, and actually they've had a few club meetings, and so it is another. It's a different avenue. It's still shooting sports, but it's just kind of a different
but it can
avenue.
kind of offshoot into something.
Yes.
Well, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back here in just a second and kind of wrap up and kind of summarize what we've talked about as far as 4-H shooting sports. And we certainly appreciate you being here. We have Rhonda Jewell, who is our 4-H extension agent, Mindy Morgan, who's the coordinator for 4-H shooting sports, and Mr. Matt Hallum is here, who participates on the 4-H shooting sport team. And he shoots trap, and it's 8:16. Boy, we're a few minutes in here. We've actually got something really fun to talk about here. So we'll be back at 8:16 on Tiger Talk on your hometown radio station, WPKY The Tiger. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness. Hancock's makes their own fresh chicken salad, pimento cheese, salads, and a variety of mouth-watering desserts, sure to please your entire family. While at Hancock's, be sure to visit their meat department for the best selection of USDA choice meats in the area. Hancock's Neighborhood Market in Cadiz, hometown, homemade goodness, and the Hancock name you know and trust for quality for your family. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz.
Since 1978, Perry's Floors and More has been selling, installing, and servicing homeowners throughout Western Kentucky with quality flooring and workmanship. Perry's Floors and More carries luxury vinyl plank and luxury vinyl tile, carpet, window treatments, and more. Quality brands like Mannington, Shaw, Tarkett, Beaulieu, and Flexitech. There's a reason why we say you can walk on our reputation. Come see Bill and Lucy at 127 West Market Street or call 270-365-9869.
And we are back on Tiger Talk this morning at 8:17. And Mindy, let's talk about some of your fine coaches that work with these young people for 4-H shooting sports.
Currently, we have several coaches that are disciplined in several different things. My husband, Brian Morgan, he is certified in archery, range safety officer, pistol, and he's also certified in trap. He has also gone to the national training, and he is certified as a state coach in archery. So he is actually one of these that trains the people that go get training. Stephanie Hallum is certified in trap and youth hunter education. Annette Witherspoon, archery, and she's also certified in coordinator. Ronnie Witherspoon is certified in archery. Josh Waldrum is archery and trap. John Ernest is black powder and range safety officers. He's also one of the founding coaches of our program originally.
Thinking, yes.
So we're tickled to still have John.
Yeah.
Harold Baker is certified in rifle, and then, of course, I'm the county coordinator. And then we do have 3 teen coaches. We have Briley Baker, who is certified in trap, Matt Hallum, who is here with us right now. He's certified in trap and youth hunter education, and then Morgan Witherspoon is certified in archery.
Good deal.
So we got a pretty good group.
Yeah, that sounds like it, and it's awesome, really, that these young people too that have participated have also have become coaches and give back that way as well. And then as they grow and mature, then they have an opportunity to come back and participate and continue to volunteer and help with 4-H shooting sports. That's awesome. And, of course, coming up, if the season's not over, you've got a lot of things on the horizon here that you all will be participating in.
Yeah, we've got a few more shoots coming up. State competition is coming up. It's September 8th and 9th, I think.
It's Black Patch Weekend.
Yeah, it's Black Patch Weekend. Yeah. It's held in Wilmore, Kentucky on Saturday and in Berea on Sunday. On Saturday, they offer archery, rifle, pistol, and black powder. And then Sunday is trap only, which is really cool to see because you see 25 lines of trap shooters all at once.
Break out the shotguns.
So it's really neat.
20+ lines that are all operating at the same time with 5 people on every line, and it.
A lot of snap, crackle, and pop.
Oh yeah.
No doubt about it. I've been at some large range just for recreation, and there's nothing like the smell of gunpowder and hearing that hearing the percussions, and just a lot of fun. It's the thing about shooting is if it's done right with proper safety, it's a fun family event. It really is, and these young people. Are lucky because they're learning skills, how to handle the firearms safely. These are skills, especially in the rural part of the country where we live, that are essential, really. I mean, most people, have a gun around the house, but these young people are learning skills that how to handle these things safety. So there's, hopefully, they know how to handle them the rest of their lives and know what's safe and what's not. So
and be able to teach their
exactly and to carry and to carry those fine things down. So that's the big one, and that will be again in September. That second weekend in September. Is that kind of the wrap up of the season, or will some of these people, young folks, participate and go on later on?
Right now, I don't think they have it set up to where they can go on.
Okay.
But I mean that gives us a break before we start again in March.
Yeah, but as soon as you turn around, it's right back and to get started. And if you're out there listening and you think, boy, I'd like for my kid to be a part of that, then get in touch with Mindy. She can give you some information about it, or you can get in touch with Rhonda at the Extension office as well. But there are 2 orientations in the spring that the kids need to attend, and the parents, to prepare your child to be able to participate in these shooting sports. And it's again, a little bit different. I mean, there are a lot of 4-H activities to participate in, but this one is one where the parents really need to come to the orientation and help the child get prepared to participate. Of course, fundraisers coming up. You mentioned the Country Ham Breakfast.
Yes,
what is the date on that again?
September the 1st.
That is September the 1st.
At the Extension
office.
office.
At the Extension office. And what kind of ham we serving?
Country ham,
and
4-H country ham.
That's what I was just going to say. That'll be one of our cured 4-H country hams, won't it? And that'll be a fundraiser. And then, of course, don't forget the Premier Portraits fundraiser for the 4-H sharpshooters. Just a $10 donation, and with that, you receive a 10x13, an 8x10, a 5x7, and 4 wallets. Now, how this will work is you will make an appointment, go by the Extension office or contact Missy Bogle, and you'll receive a voucher. Now, it's 1 voucher per household. And then the deadline, I think, to get those vouchers is the 10th of August. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So Missy Bogle's the contact on that, and I'm going to give you this number. It's 270-625-1168.
Or they can call the Extension office.
Or they can call the Extension office. That's correct. And that's at 365-2787. And we'll announce this up until the 10th of August, till the deadline here. But this is a great fundraiser, and that's a great way for you all out there listening to get a wonderful set of portraits for your family. And that'll be at the Fire Training Center, and you will be actually scheduled for a seating once you pitch up your voucher here at a future date. Guys, have we missed anything?
That I can think
Anything
of.
else
No.
you guys want to talk about? Matt, good luck to you and your teammates as you head toward the state, and look forward to that. Does everybody get to go, or do you have to qualify for that?
You have to attend a certain number of practices to even be able to come, because we don't want kids that have just shown up at one practice to show up, because they may not have caught on to all the safety stuff. We do have 5 that are going to go this year to state.
Good deal.
Matt Hallum, Bradley Baker, Morgan Witherspoon, Drake Reynolds, and Jace Lowry. So we've got a pretty big age group going.
Right.
Big, wide range of ages. So.
Sounds like it. And I think Drake Reynolds recently, this week, has participated in a large event somewhere. And so would love to get the results. So make sure we get them here at the Tigers so we can get those on the air. So. All right, I don't know what I got. I had an issue, but thank you all so much for being here. And we certainly appreciate you all coming and informing the audience about 4-H shooting sports. And if you're out there listening, again, Mindy Morgan, you can contact her, or, of course, Rhonda Jewell at the UK Extension Office about 4-H shooting sports, any of the fine programs that 4-H is involved with. So thank you all so much for being here. Again, good luck. And don't forget about these fundraisers. We'll be letting the folks know about them as we move forward. So that's going to wrap up this session of Tiger Talk on this Thursday morning. Stick around. We've got the second half coming up. We'll have the superintendent of Caldwell County Schools, Nate Huggins, will be here on Tiger Talk. So stick around. We're going to have a little transition, and we'll be back to tell you more here on your hometown radio station, WPKY, The Tiger.
I was a stranger